This has got to be the hardest iron set to get your hands on in 2024.
And we don't even have our hands on it.
No, we got our hands on an iron.
A iron.
Yeah.
We don't have an iron set. So this is the limited 3D printed, first ever 3D printed iron set by Cobra. $3,000.
Now we are not the first ones to get our hands on this demo. So the box obviously, but look at this packaging.
So we have the 7 iron to hit today. I'm gonna give you our thoughts. We're gonna hit it and tell you, especially from an amateur's perspective, if this is something they should be even thinking about. Let's go, baby.
Okay guys, don't forget, if you're in the Denver metro area and you're in the market for something new in the golf realm, Embers Golf is your one-stop shop. You can get clubs, you can get apparel, you can get shoes, you can get travel gear, putter, wedge, driver, all of it. You can also get fit fully for any aspect of your bag, be it putter, irons, wedges, driver, the bag itself. We have it all right here. If you're not in Denver, shoot us an email, info@embersgolf.com, or you can go to our brand new website, embersgolf.com, or you can shoot us a text.
And we're gonna include a link, our Ryder Cup style tournament, which is me, I'm Trevor.
You're Trevor.
You're not Trevor.
No, I'm not Trevor, you're Trevor.
Trevor versus Tate, 60 on 60, 120 man. It's gonna sell out. We'll include the link below.
Yeah.
It's almost $500. People have been, giving us a hard time about that. However, you're getting $500 worth of stuff just for showing up.
Just for showing up.
So your green fees are basically free.
In 2 days. It's a 2-day tournament.
2-day tournament. All right, we better get to business.
Yes. Okay, so the divot fixer that comes with this, and this isn't ours, otherwise I would unwrap it from the plastic. It just kind of shows you the webbing. So it shows you kind of, it almost looks like a honeycomb style.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Trev, the technology behind the 3D printing. Tell us a little bit about that.
So essentially what they're trying to do is give you a blade style club, but basically the inside of the blade is all this 3D printed mesh here. It does have some tungsten weighting on the outside and then some tungsten weighting in the hosel.
Yeah.
But what we're after, what they're saying is, and I haven't hit it to actually see if it's true, is it's gonna look like a blade, feel like a blade, controllability like a blade, but full forgiveness of like game improvement style.
And if that's the case,
that's a unicorn.
Yes.
And I would assume because it's 3D printed, the tolerances are gonna be really good as far as lofts, weighting, etc. A 1 of 500 though, so $3,000, they better give us good numbers compared to what we're used to hitting.
The biggest thing too, I saw something, and I don't know that this is true. You guys might need to fact check me in the comment section. I read something that it was 12 hours per iron head. Yeah, that's what when I was doing my marketing research. That
it
is
takes
true.
them a full day to make one iron set.
One iron
set. To print a full iron set.
So if it takes 12 hours for one iron head, think of how many machines they have to have going. So it makes sense why it's $3,000.
Yeah.
Now obviously they could dial that in. They could make it more efficient certain ways. You stopped me from talking just to not say anything?
What I was going to say is, one, it does look really good. It's probably like the best looking Cobra iron I've seen. Now I think what I'm excited about is not so much for this actual limited set, but Cobra, I think in the last decade has become one of the leaders in the driver and fairway irons. Yeah. Fairway categories.
Yeah.
I think they've lagged behind a little bit with their irons. So if they really unlock something with this 3D printing, obviously this is not going to be the only 3D printed iron set they ever make. Right. I'm sure it's going to elaborate into all of their brands and products.
And with how fast it sold out, they have to see the value in keeping this going.
Yes, well they're not for sale yet, but I'm sure they're sold out.
Oh, they haven't even released. June 7th. So if you had to compare this for the viewers at home that don't have their hands on it, which Cobra iron head would you say it's closest related to?
It's the King Tour, I think.
The King Tour? Because it's not quite as thin as the cavity back.
Yeah, it's pretty, here's the King Tour right
Look
here.
at that toe line. You can see it looks pretty similar.
It's basically a King Tour head as far as...
Yeah, look at this angle right here, Trev, from the gap.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look almost exactly the same?
So I actually have a King Tour, so I'll hit a few with my King Tour. I'm fitted for a set of King Tours just to see if I can tell you guys the difference. But King Tour head, but supposed to be way more forgiving than even the King Tour. Only one way to find out.
Let's get some data.
Yep. All right, as far as top line goes, I play the ZX7s right now. Let me see. It's about the top line of a ZX7. So, can't change the shaft in this.
Well, you can, just after.
We only got just the one iron. So this is not the shaft I play. So this is gonna be great data for me. Coincidentally, this is the shaft that you play though.
It's identical shaft to me.
So that's good news for you.
Love it.
This is like spec'd out to you.
I might play it. Just take just the 7 iron.
All right, let's see here.
All right, if you hold this, I will find a set and buy it for you. Sounded better.
Better. I had to play a round of golf with Tate's irons, and I absolutely hated the shaft. So
the money taper, it wasn't for you.
No. It does feel good. These money taper shafts launch really low for me. Oh, that feels really good.
Yeah, that one was a pure.
There we go.
It's definitely not the shaft for you, but
it feels soft. Like the head feels soft. It looks really good at address.
it feels like the ZX7 a little bit, softness wise.
Yeah.
Or the T100s, when you play the T100s, it kind of feels like that. Titleist.
Oh, there we go. Oh man, that felt good. Just came off a
little heely maybe.
Something. It's going far.
Yeah.
Looks really good. The thing is for nice. The money, I just don't know if this is going to suit like a
mid to high handicapper.
We're mid to high handicappers. I don't know if this is really the niche for this club.
It's got maybe
like,
mid.
I could see like a better iron player.
Yeah.
That's also seeking a little more forgiveness, but wants the look and feel of a traditional blade. But like, I don't know how important the look and feel of a traditional blade is for a guy like me. It definitely feels really good off the face. I mean, it sure goes. I mean, that's snappy toe hook.
It's not bad.
Not a bad result though. I mean, I had to be off the grooves on that one. I was definitely off the grooves. And performed pretty well, not a big drop off.
No.
All right, now let's let Tate hit it. It's really a lot more fair for Tate to try it, given that that's the shaft he plays. It's literally gonna be fitted to him pretty good. So we'll see.
Okay, here we go. The COBRA 3D printed 7 iron in my specs, standard loft and lie, money taper, let's go.
How'd it feel? Soft?
Really good. I got a little excited with my upper body on that one.
A little excitable?
Yeah, came through on it, but feels very soft.
Yeah.
Very soft. Heavy. That was a miss.
Does it feel more forgiving than what you play?
That one didn't feel more forgiving.
Well, it still went almost 170 yards.
165 finish for a fatty.
It feels like a touch more spinny, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It can get away from you a little bit, or no?
It feels spinny, but I'm not losing it like I thought I would. That was a really good one.
Yeah, it sounded good. Sound and feel is really good.
It's going a mile. I just carried that 190.
I think they're stronger lofted.
All right, let's shape a couple. Let's hit a big fade.
Yeah, works. Can definitely move it left to right.
All right, let's try right to lefter.
Yeah, which is not your strength.
No, this is a shot
it's not in your repertoire.
I dread playing on the course. If there's a tree or something, I have to play draw.
Yeah, it gets real snappy real quick. Real snappy. Yep, just like that.
You can move it though.
Yep. Let me try that. I didn't try that. Okay, let's see if I can go with a big fade. Big cut here. That was just a terrible shot, but I cut it.
Slice, yeah.
Yeah, that was more of a push. All right, should I try a draw?
Yeah, let's try a draw.
That's a snap hook.
Oh, you moved it both directions though.
Yeah, moved it both. It's easy to move. All right, let's look at some numbers and give our final thoughts.
Yeah. All right, while I'm taking this out, Trevor, first impressions.
It's very solid. I can't really give it a fair shake until I could actually get fitted for it, because I play 3/4 inch long in a totally different shaft profile than this. So it's not really a fair go for me. My take is it's really soft. It's definitely forgiving for the shape and feel and how small of a club face it is. It's just, it's very limited, no pun intended. I think as they progress and develop this technology further and sort of bring it out across their entire lineup, but I don't think these limited sets are really for a lot of people, which is great because you probably aren't going to be able to buy them anyway.
Yeah, right. But the fact of the technology behind it is really sweet. The feel is really good.
Yeah.
But I think if you're in that high single digits, low double digits handicap, I think there's a lot of pros to this club as far as forgiveness that a blade won't give you.
Yep, there's right on point. Ball speed's really good. Spin is low for me. That's more in the shaft. Carry 175, 197 for me, 180, 197 for Tate. So those are good numbers.
Yeah.
We are at altitude. So if you're saying no one carries their 7 iron, well, we're hitting it at altitude based on the numbers we're used to at a mile high.
Mile high. So sea level, you lose 10 to 15% of that. So just calm down, trolls. We know.
So that's the 3D printed.
Yeah, what did you think? Like, I know you just said your final thoughts, but if this was sitting in front of you, had the price tag on and a barcode, are you buying it?
After hitting it?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I would just, it's been really overhyped a lot.
Yeah, and the dollar sign behind it, that's a lot.
However, I'm saying no to these specs.
Yes.
If I could put my own shaft in it and really tinker with it, maybe I have a totally different tune.
And maybe.
What about you?
I think if I was playing, and I am playing the ZX7s, but if I was playing a blade, and this came out and it's in my specs, it is more forgiving than blades I've hit. I don't think it's more forgiving necessarily than the ZX7, but like a T100 or the TaylorMade MBs.
Yeah, our Mizuno Pro 221.
The 221, like this 241. This is more forgiving than those clubs. I think so.
I think this is more for clients that are going from blade, just like Tate said, blades to this, versus guys like us to this.
Yeah, or a guy that's coming off the P790s.
This, I think, is going to be a lot more. Guys are going to salivate over this thing a lot more that are already low handicappers.
Decent,
I don't know if this is a club for mid handicappers, even though it is more forgiving. I still think there's better options out there, of course, for the money.
You got to be a stick to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys next
let
time.
us know what you think. Would you spend $3,000 for the 3D printed COBRA iron set?